Hey, welcome back to another episode of Keeping It Cartel. You all know who I am, so I don't need to go through that shit. Sorry about last week, no show. My little one wasn't very well, so we had to take him to the doctors, and I felt really bad that if I was doing this and the missus looking after him upstairs. But he's a lot better now. Just got a runny nose, not a dribbly bump, which is always a win. So we are back now, and we are going to go long tonight because as well as doing the usual stuff that we got to do, what we will be doing is we're going to be doing a couple of build streams as well. So before we get down into all this, there's a couple of bits that I want to talk to you about. So I thought let's have a chat first, go down, and then I got some really exciting stuff at the end. I'll give you a bit of a guess. I may have to tell you about some sort of giveaway that we're going to be doing. So if you stay to the end, or if you can make it to the end, I'll give you all the details of how we can go about getting your hand on something really good. So before we get any further, we're going to run through chat. And there was a lot of you starting in, and straight off the bat, Tribal Buddha in, just over half hour early. You're right, Tribal. Hope you're doing well. We had Mr. Jimmy James in. We had Duchess Coils in. We had exactly Dean T. Fuck Snow. We had Dean T in. Who else have we got in? We got Mr. KVTV complaining that I start 1:30 rather than on the hour. We have Red in. Hello, Red. Hope you're doing well. GTT Wingcam. Hope you're doing well, mate. Who else? The one and only Mr. Chris Doyle. We got Billy Lee Royce, hope you're doing well. And it is his time of the season. It is the Vaping Snowman. Have we missed anybody out? Oh, yes, we have. We got John Vaping Joker in. Hope you're doing well, mate. We have QHB in. You all right? Hope you're doing well. You're new here, so thank you for coming. Further Strode's in. Hello, mate. And we got Mr. Connor. Hope you're doing well, mate. So before we go any further, obviously, there's quite a few of you that's already chucked in chat what you're vaping on. So we're going to start with a buffet. So we're going to be doing vape buffet. So if you chuck in chat everything that you're vaping on, I've literally only got a couple of bits because we'll be building a load of shit. So right off the bat, we've got the triple 1111 on a Nightmare 25. Inside that, we have some Kick It Root Down by Sifu. Hello, Aaron. Hope you're doing well. We've got new in the Type 2 on top of the Ira with that Just Try a Drip Tip. And inside that, we got some Black Rose Black Bess. And this, because it's my car one, I've just refilled it, so I thought I'd just do it anyway. We got the old Cocoa with the annoying lights on it. And inside that is some Black Rose as well. That's what I've got at the moment. We've got quite a bit to build, so there'll be a hell of a. We'll do a bit of an update as we go around. Oh, Queen Honey Bunny. Hello, hope you're doing well. Hello, bruv. Hope you're doing well. So let's go through. Has anyone already put in what they're vaping on? I did see one. Here we go. Tribal straight off the bat. The Paramore side by side with the Hellvape MD MTL RTA and some Kick It Root Down. That I do love Kick It Root Down. It's a very, very good liquid. GTT Wingcam's got the Armageddon, MFG, Atochi, Aromizer Plus V3, Aging Kitty 0.08, Stagger Fuse Clapton's, King's Custard Cinnamon. That is a really good liquid. Connor's vaping on the Lost Vape Centura Skronk with the Dead Rabbit V2 on top with some of his own Dripper Labs Blackcurrant Moonstar. Ooh, monster inspired to say the least. I'll have to give that a go. Billy Lee's got 6 setups on the go tonight, but is particularly enjoying some caramel coffee from Darkstar on the Dead Rabbit Mesh RTA. And on the 1111 Reborn stacked with the Pandemic 30 million and Baked Pistachio Delight. Keen with Asgard Mini and Anarchist Orange. Ooh. Oh, Yeah, grateful Ant. John Vaping Jokers on the stubby with some Bogan plum job. And Chris is on his Work Ages X with the Valkyrie RTA. There's some good setups going on in there. It was kind of a weird first question that I wanted to ask you, is because I've seen it about a bit. Do any of you have a Christmas setup? Do you have something specific that you want to vape, that you're going to vape at Christmas, that you've already got set aside, or a favorite Christmas liquid that you have? So let us know. While we've Jay Hayes' wedding GoFundMe is vaping on the Nightmare 25, the Armageddon Squonk, and the Axial Pro MechLife Arcless liquid are PB&J and Key Lime Pie. Does sound very good. Further Stroh's just on the normal 0-1 with a Valkyrie and something. It kind of just tastes like hot sugar. Our Tribal's also got the topside dual Squonk with the Nightmare 25. The Danny Mini something EC with Black Bess. Great liquid. Red's on his pink stubby with some Boule Bolu. Oh, I do love a bit of Boule Bolu. Billy Lee Sugar Plum Fairy and chocolate orange juices from Darkside, especially for Christmas. That sounds interesting. I'm not too sure about the chocolate orange in a vape, but if it tastes nice, it tastes nice. Dutch is using the Hog 400 with a Valhalla 28 with proper coils because he's a better builder than me. It is very, very true. I think we're pretty much all caught up there. Right, so I want to talk about some cotton. I know I've been banging on about... I'm not going to play the whole lot. Some Cloud9 cotton, and I've been loving it for a very, very long time. I got some of this fuzz. I don't know if anyone else has tried it, but I thought I'd give it a go. And it comes in like the little I'll get it out and show these. This long bit. I think it's a yard in there. I thought I'd give it a go, and I've been using it for about a week, and I'm really enjoying it. So I don't know if this is going to be my new go-to, but as it stands, it's fighting some Cloud9. So I'll keep you guys up to date with how all that goes. Tribal Buddhist, he's got the Hexone V2.1 zombie splatter with the Red Goon 1.5 and a zombie drip tip, and a Hexone V3 anodized red with the RDA for vaping 2 with green anodized beauty AFC ring and a red anodized drip tip. You've gone full whack. You've gone full Christmas spirit. Oh, we got FE Vape showing. Hello, mate. Hope you're doing well. Cloud9 is great stuff. This fuzz is giving it a bit of a run for its money. Not just from the fact of it will last you a bit longer if you run it right. But I'll show you when we go down on the uppy closey with some build streams in a minute. But this is doing really well. Really, really enjoying this at the moment. Oh, you just wanted to be a pain in the ass. I pretty much guessed that. Oh, you just got the kids to bed? My little one's just gone to bed as well. So let's hope they stay there. Right, I've got one more thing to tell you, which is important before you won't have to look at my face anymore, and we'll jump down and we will get building. Yeah, it is fucking expensive for the amount you get. Well, I know I'm going to jump backwards and forwards now, but Cloud9, if you pull it in half, you get 2-3 mils. With this, what I'll show you now. Let me get it out. So if we do this much, let me just get. So if you cut this little bit off, you can spread it, and you can get probably. I managed to get it wicked 4 times. If you pull it apart 4 times out of that one thick piece, and there's still fuck tons left. So When we get up and close, I'll show you a bit better. But when it comes to how much you get, this is winning, hands down. It's a lot thicker as well, so you can obviously pull it apart. The strands are actually all facing the same direction, and this as well as the Cloud9, so that's plus as well for this. You're doing well. Okay, right. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump down and we're going to get going. I hope you guys are ready for this, because there may be blood, there may be tears, there may even be lost limbs. Right, so let's get going. Let's move this mouse out of the way. We have a whole mess of coils. We have a whole mess of everything everywhere. So this is going to be fun. So we'll move all those coils off. I just brought in a load of coils and we thought we'd get going. First one, because he's in, I've got a present from FE Vape Show, which is the Tighter X. So I thought we were going to build that tonight. I didn't know where I wanted to put it in, but I've decided we was either going to go for a proper billet box. So we was going to go for a billet box, or we are going to go for a mech Boro. So we'll go for the Boro V2. So I'll show you this one as well. Oh, Steve-O, hello, mate. The Boro V2 mechanical. So, well, before I decide what I'm going to do is, I haven't looked at this at all. So it all depends on what size coils we can get in there, so I can run it how I'd want to run it on a mech. So this could go wrong. So I have all the bits and pieces just in case. So let's open it up, and I haven't got any nails, so this is probably gonna be the longest part. Out you come. So comes in a little tin. Tita. Oh, there you go. Tita. Vape on and moving forward. Great little slogan. If we open this up. Oh, we got some coils in here as well. So this is what we have. It looks really nice. But the question is, the Tita X, how are we going to build it? Because it doesn't seem to have an adapter, unless we unscrew this, not losing the peak insulator. This is going to be interesting. I can see. There we go. Inside, it's got, you just unscrew that. Make sure that your peak insulator is still in there, as you can see, because we don't want to cause an issue. Oh, damn, that's tiny. So it is a proper flat little deck, and as you can see, rather than it like most Boros, like, we'll show you. If any of you haven't seen any, I'll just grab this one. If you look at the wicked bridge V2, see it's wicked through these holes on both sides, where this is wicked underneath, very much like the truss, because that's underneath and side as well. So this is going to be fun. I don't think I'm going to get something big enough to run that. So I think we're going to do a billet box job here. Mr. Mike Haynes, hope you're doing well. I'm feeling, what we got here? We've got 5 wrap. See if this is going to... how the hell? Oh, yeah. So we could go for a donkey, which is the 4 wrap. Or we could nowhere near big. It's way too big. So we're going to go and throw the donkey inside. See how fancy I can be, and see how good. There we go. Let's move all this shit out of the way. Oh, I'm not very good at this shit. So we'll move that back a little bit. And we'll turn it round. No, that's not the right way. Oh my god. There we go. We're going to stick with there. So, right. So it is a Phillips end. So if we was just unscrew. Unscrew. And it's got notches. If you can see that, where you can slip the leads in as well. So it will help hook the leads. Using one of these coiling rods, and I'm really sorry about the status of my fingers. I'm a bit of a biter. We'll open this up a little bit more. Right. So we've got it in. And then we tighten it down. And the reason I use this coiling rod is so when you're tightening down, it doesn't pull apart your coils. It keeps them quite uniform. Tighten that down. Sorry about my hands in the way. That looks like... Hang on. I need to get used to these cameras. That looks like a pretty decent fit. See what it's like. How we're sitting. Sitting pretty much spot on. So we need to make sure that we clip the legs in a way that doesn't short out the atomizer. So I'm going to go the way I normally do it by tightening it down a little bit more and then unscrewing it. And if you have a look at the legs, you see the indentation. Oh, hang on. See the indentation? I always cut it on the outside, so the bit furthest away from the coil on that bit there. So get the snips. I'll try and do this on camera. So just on the outside part. Do you know what? Rather than us sitting here, you just watching me, what we're going to do, I'm going to throw some music on. Let's change it. Dance pop, that would do. Right, so now that's cut to length. So we'll put it back on the coiling rod. Reposition that inside the coil, making sure you keep that pretty much spot on where it was before. Got to make sure that there's no real overhang. That's pretty much spot on again. Let's get chat open again. I don't like this, so it's doing my nutting. What is F3 Vape saying? That is a nifty hack. I've not taken it out to snip before. The snipping always works well, because it sometimes, even with like these ones, when you snip, you get a lead that splays, and when it splays, that's the bit that can screw you. And trying to fix that once you got it all together, and that is a bit of a pain. So we are going to pull out. We're going to move this on to, where is it? There it is. The Odin 250C. So we'll move the camera out a little bit more. Oh no. What you need to do is, remember, put the cap back on. No, Connor, I was never sponsored by Cloud9. I was just a massive fanboy of it. Why have I taken it off? I did take it off again. Sorry, guys. Got a bit overexcited. That's screwed on there. Oh shit, we don't want to fire at 30 watts. So that's coming out 0.25. So we'll zoom you in a little bit more. Where are we going to go? Here, that's a good. Oh, no, hang on. There we go. We're going to start glowing these coils. Remember, ceramic tweezers. These are just these ones, Coil Masters. Oh, I have the Nightmare 25 on top of the Reborn. So let's give these a bit of a glow. These are going to hotspot badly. I know that much because I've been playing with them. We've got a nice little glow going on there. Check, no hot spots anywhere. No. Just got to pinch these together. Are we centered? Yeah. It's got a nice little blue colour there. What I like to do now is you take, make sure I don't burn myself on there. You take your top cap and you put it on. Where are we? There we are. Put it on. Fire it. Make sure you don't get no check atomizer on there, and it's glowing quite nicely in there. So let me pull this out. Pull that back in. Just remember, it's going to be hot. That's really hot. Right, so that is ready to go. So now we are needing to wick it. So we will be using some fuzz. Right, let's pull off some cotton. What I generally just, I've pulled off some cotton, chisel the ends, keep going. I go to it's nice and give it a bit of a blow. Smithers. If any of you guys are wondering what scissors I use, Razor's Edge, you can get these over at Signature Tips. I know they sell them. Same place that you can get these coiling rods, which are really good. Mr. Hip Hop then. Oh, and Peter 247. Hope you're doing well, mate. Have I tried SLVR from Nature Vape? No, I haven't. I haven't spoken to Mark at Nature Vape for a long time. Might have to go and have a look at that. So this Tita, it did come with a guide. Oh, I don't know where I put it now. Oh, here it is. Which I thought was kind of interesting on how do's and don'ts. So I might not stick to what this is saying because you know what I'm like. So what I'm going to do is do how I do most boros. Just do the angles, but a little bit further away than what I normally would do. So like this, and then get your these little things. I'm not gonna rake it. I'm just gonna pop it in. Wow, this is weird. Let me have a look at this. They're so small. It's a very, very small well. I'm actually just going to cut this little corner bit off. And place it all in the hole. So basically what I'm just trying to do is dam up the bottom. So cotton is touching every part of the bottom of this tank, of this bridge. Which I think I've sort of managed to do. Cool. That side's done. Mr. Surag, hope you're doing well. Too much bits. It doesn't matter if it starts off messy, because you can always clean it up once you've got it all in there. That's what I'm going to have to do. If you can see in the corner, where is it there? This bit here, that's going to flood the deck. So you've got to make sure everything is nicely covered. And I think we are pretty much done. So Liquid wise, I'm going to be using some Cucumber Cooler by Tropic Kings, outstanding liquid. Pull this camera out a bit. We got a choice because my table's an absolute mess now. Let me move this out of the way. We don't need any of this shit anymore. Boro. We can either go with the Voodoo Doll one, or we can go extra fancy and go with the Grim Green Truth Butter from Adobe Robots. I think, sod it, if we're doing the billet box and we got the Grim Army button, I think we're going to, yeah, it does look like a lot of cotton, mate. That's what I was just thinking. But we're going to troop on. We'll be fine. So we're going to go with the Grim Green one. So what we're going to do, just going to saturate the cotton and the coil. We'll do a bit of see if we can get this. There you go. This is just for you. There you go. Let's turn this up a bit. Smells lovely. I've lost my mouse. There we go. Sorry about that. Thought I'd give you a bit of that. So what we're going to do is put her together. Remembering to put the little cap on the bottom. So don't need that no more. So we'll get a battery. So these are Molicell P288s. They're alright. They do the job, especially in something like this. They haven't got any fancy battery wraps on them. So we're going to take that off that. Drop her in, sitting nicely, and then the chimney. What we are going to do is I'm going to get rid of the integrated trip tip on this because it's caused me no end of hassle. Oh yeah, I just done the teeter. Yeah, hopefully it works well. We'll soon find out. So we need to get a normal flush nut. These are integrated trip tips. This one's for the Wix bridge. So where's what's in here? There we go. Where's the glass? There we go. So what I like to do is lay it down, get your liquid, just put a little bit in. so you're not wasting so much liquid in case it goes kaput. Because if you're anything like me, you generally have to do it a couple of times. So we slot this in here. Get your flush nut, and I generally use the end of that just to start it off. I normally use a 20p, but I am skint as arseholes and don't have a 20p piece. Moment of truth. Are we going to get check atomizer? No. So we're good to go. So that's coming out at a 0.33. Right. We need to find a drip tip. I'm just going to nick this one. That looks alright. Let's see how she vapes. She's vaping. Oh. I think the battery's gone. That looked like a full battery to me. We'll jump up onto main screen and we'll have a quick talk about this. So this is the Tita on the billet box. So I'll turn it up a little bit because got a bit nice little crackle. I've turned it low, that's why. Let's turn it. We'll vape it properly. That is surprisingly nice. It's a little deep rumble. We'll leave that to. Oh shit! I went the wrong way. Might need a bit more time to saturate. Not getting a cucumber at all, which is very weird. That's normally the one that comes through the most. Not overly sure on this. It's saturating and wicked, all right. Let me drink some water. We're still. That's on like half the wattage. It's getting better. I think it just needs a bit of a breaking time. Oh, Richard, how you doing, mate? So what we're going to do, we're going to leave that to a side, let that saturate, and then we're going to build something else. We're going to come back to that, and at the end, once we get everything built, we're going to talk about how each thing is. So what we're going to build next? Should we do another Boro? Actually, we'll leave the Boros for a sec. We're going to build the Nightmare 25. He's got one in there, but he's already got a build in it, so I'm going to have to pull it out. So we're going to go through it all and put a nice new spicy build in there. We're just going to throw it on the 1111. So do we carry on? That was a dry hit. Right, let's go back down. No one wants to see this ugly bug anymore. Right, let's have a clean up. So that's the billet box will go there. So I love my nightmare. As you see, as per usual, clumsy, I have dropped it. So we're going to put the slam cap on it, which I wanted to do anyway. So it was a happy ending. Happy mistakes, should I say. I always take out, it comes with this pin in it. That is a squonk pin that's already inside. But here on the side, see these two silver bits? They are actually little grub nuts that you screw into that to stop it leaking, but it will still leak. Plus, I think copper's better, so it comes with a copper 510. So I'd always say change to the copper 510. Better conductivity, all that shit. So yeah, Nightmare 25. Let's go. Already got a gunky build in there. It's been in there for a while, so we're just gonna quickly pull that out. So we need the red one. Yeah, go on, Pete. Get building. We all build together. So we'll just quickly pull these out with a bit of tissue. Just clean it down. It's a Nightmare 25, mate, not the 28. Right, so these are what we're going to be putting in there. Oh, sorry, would it if I showed you properly? These are a pair of, I believe, 2680 lows. I just picked up a stick and I thought, sod it, we'll just throw them in here. The thing with this build is I hated it when I first got the RDA. It's because it wasn't being built properly. If you look, see where these, you don't want to see my gunky fingers, see where these holes are here? Hang on. Yeah, these holes here and these holes here. You want the coil, you want the air to be hitting. So where's the coil? Let's turn it that way. Sort of this underside bit here, from there around here. That's where you want to situate the coils to get the best flavour out of this. It is a bastard of a build. To make life a lot easier, as per usual, get yourself some of these. So we want the 2.5s. Right. The only problem with these coiling rods is that they're not numbered, so it's more of a holes. Yeah, so you should really write something on there. I just sort of guess. So what I generally do is, so we'll drop this camera down a bit. Try and get this situated. So stick the legs through. I know it's a long leg, and I find that place there. So that's roughly where you want it. So what I do is do what I do on all my other builds. Screw it down. When it moves, I always push it in a bit further. go. See, my thumb's underneath that. When you screw it down, especially on the far leg, it will pull the coil like this way. So if you put your thumb underneath it, it'll pull, and it pushes down on your thumb, but it won't bend to the coils. It will keep it in a nice place. So if I'm moving my finger, after I screw it down a little more, it will drop a tiny bit. If that wasn't there, your coil would be at an angle. You know when you see people having to pull it up and that, it just means you don't have to do it as much. So all you need to do is just lift the coil a little bit and you're all good. So what we do now is just give it one little final push down, like that. And then just unscrew it. And as I said on the other build, where are you? So there's nicks. That's the way you want to cut them. So you want to cut them on the outermost. If you want to be lazy like me, you don't want to do it to the other one. Slide it on and just cut them to the same length. Cool, that flat 5 back. Right, so this is when it gets confused. So you've got that one facing that way. What I try and do is get that facing that way as well. So you just want to, where you cut it, just turn the coil around the other way. So that your coils are like that. Okay. I might go quiet for a bit because this is the pain in the arse bit. I lost the coil. So you get them both there and see how easy it is to try and hold it in that spot. Right, so I think we are all in. I think we are. No, a little bit off. You see where the coil placement is. It's pretty much spot on. So that's how I get the coil. Where's the coil gone? Where's the coil gone? There we go. Where are we going? This way. There you go. So that's how I do it. This bloody camera's doing my nutting. So we're actually going to pull the camera out. There we go. So now that's in. I always Have a look around the edges to make sure that none of the leads are protruded too much. All good? Don't watch Nick build anything. Oh. Yeah, I try and make sure I get it done. I used to eyeball it, but then it's just better if you get it done correct. Spend a little bit of time. And to be honest, the little these things are a lifesaver, especially with stuff like this. But what you can do, which I know a builder's actually done, I can't for the life of me, is oh shit, what was I going to say? Yeah, is with these, I know someone that has put two together, put a bit of cardboard between them, and then taped them, so he knows when he gets to close it, he can wiggle them in, and it's perfectly set in the right place. I haven't got around to doing it, or to be honest, I think it'd be a pain in the arse. But yeah, here's another thing you can do. Well, have I missed anything in chat? He helps to tame my OCD, in fact, because ugly calls need love too. Yes, they do. Every call needs love. So let's bring her in a little bit. Oh, you're gonna hate me doing this. There we go. I think we're in. Where's the ceramics? Slowly start glowing these. Shove a little bit of heat through them. So you got a nice bit of gold in there. What camera is that? This camera is actually a Google Pixel 4a. It's not too bad. It's a pain in the arse to run because the 4a is a bit of a pain in the bum phone to use. So sometimes you have to reset the whole computer like 5 or 6 times to get it to work. But I use an app called Irium, which you can just download for free, and then download the app on your phone, and then it will connect. Let's turn this up a little bit. Especially with these bigger cores, it's always worth. So you might be able to get some of it's a little bit looser. So just give it a little tighten up, a little hot spot, and we're good. So they're all nicely glowed. That's coming out at a nice ohm. Oh, we're back. That was interesting. I told you it was funny, and it's just bugging up for a sec. So whilst that's cooling down, I'm just going to clean up the mech I'm going to be putting it on. It's be going on the was it the 1111? We'll pull this camera out a smidge. I don't even think I can now. No! So I'm just going to wick this quickly. Again, it is a 2mm. Oh wow, I'm really bugging up this bit of cotton. one bit in. Where's my scissors? There. So these are I'm just going to start tucking them now. Well, somehow, since saying that the camera's a bit temperamental, I can't zoom out anymore. So we're pretty much video form. Okay. Hang on, let's just. Hang on. We'll do it. We'll jump out. Hello, and then we'll jump back down and see what happens. It is what it is at the moment, so we're gonna have to be very, very careful. So with this, I'm quite forceful with wicking this. One side done. You see, I just shove it in there. Put it back round. So 2 done. Inside this, we are going to use some Sifu's Lemon's Hope by Mr. Sifu Stash. So I always drop shitloads in the middle. Yeah, those ones are a bit gappy, that's why I'm using them. Just get them down in the corner. Turn this voltage up a bit. Yes. We've got lots and lots and lots of paper. So, what we do, we're gonna jump out and just while I put this last bit together. And to be honest, I don't think we're going to run long. We've smashed through this. Let's see if, before we go any further, see if it's leaked. It doesn't look like it's leaked. Million times better. Turn it up a little bit. Just needed a little bit of time. Nice little crackle. Oh, that tight is really nice. Really enjoying that. Right, so we're going to take the put the slam cap on this. So many O-rings in a bag. So we go from this to that. So just a little bit shorter. I'm going to put a fresh battery in the tighter. Remember, always keep your batteries in battery cases. Make sure you give your battery a good look over. Look at the ends to make sure that you are safe. So there we have it. That Lemon's Hope is such a good liquid. Let's have another little puff on that. Guys, spend a bit of time, get yourself a Nightmare 25. Are you cold? Put the heater on if you want. So if you want an idea, get the Nightmare 25, spend a bit of time, take the extra couple of steps I did, and you will get a great vape on it. Wait, what are you sending me? What are you sending me? Oh, God. That is weird. People watching me on a big screen. That always. Why would you want to look at this mug on a massive screen? So yeah, follow the steps I did. Spend a bit of extra time, and you'll get an outstanding vape from a really decently priced RDA as well. Right. Well, somehow I was like, this is going to go long. Oh, you're an arse making your wife freeze. Are you cold? You are cold, aren't you? She's wrapped up in a blanket. The heater's on. Apparently the heating's on as well. I am a bit cold. It is -3 here. Not like Wincam, who's like -20 where he is. So that was the Nightmare 25 and the tighter on the billet box. I'll see you later, Mike. Stay safe. It's getting a bit late. Sorry for keeping you up. Oh shit, Tribal, my drip tip's already in. What's it? Get your words out. Tribal sending me a white drip tip from my OG recoil. So that's going to look amazing, especially when I get my white hexo. So I'm going for a bit of a stormtroopery look. Right, fuck it. Should we do one more? Should we do one more build? I'm thinking. Let's go a bit funny. Let's go for the truss. But we are talking about Stormtrooper. I bought it just in case. We're going to put it inside a Stormtrooper Abyss. So we'll do that. Good, cool. Right, let's go. This camera is going to be interesting. So I am going to see if I can open it and sort it. Right, hang on. Let's go to... Oh, fuck, no. Hang on. 1 second, guys. Oh, fuck. Yeah, Irium's a bit... I spoke way too soon. Way too soon. Let's see if we can try that one more time. See if it will work. No. Right. Let's see if I can get this to work. So this is when you get amateurs doing this sort of stuff. Let's see if we can reopen it and see. Oh, is it going to work? Ah, yeah, bugger. It's not working. You spoke way too soon. So it's all late night vape shows fault. So what? There's no point me trying to build this. I've got quite a few things I can talk to you about. So what I'll do is I'll build it off camera and I'll throw it up on YouTube and on Instagrams for you guys. Sorry about that, but that does mean that we can talk about some interesting shit. So before we go any further than that, let's turn this music off. The late drive, it's called night driving apparently. Right, let's move this over here. Oh fuck. Right. So what we're going to be doing is, hang on, Nicky Maynard, you all right? Yeah, I did turn it on and off again. Let's try this. We'll try it one more time. Let me turn the phone off. Let's just restart it. But I'll talk to you while this is doing its business. Oh, fuck. Don't know what happened there. The TCC UK vlog. Then we decide to go for, we done a show and we got you guys to decide what you wanted to call it. And then you came up with keeping it Cartel. So what we're going to do is next week, if you come in chat, we are going to do a show and I'm going to let you guys rename the show. So we are going to rename the show to whatever you guys want it to be called. So I know this is going to be interesting. I know Duchess is going to throw some horrendous names in there. But, oh, is it working? Hang on. Give us a sec. See, amateur hour. Right, let's see if this works. Right, it's on here. Let's have a look. Sorry, guys. Sorry, it's not going to work. It's a test. Right, so yeah, sorry about that. So the night's young. So what we're going to do is we're going to have you guys are going to shout out a load of names. We're going to get them written down, and then we're going to dwindle it down. We're going to dwindle it down, and whatever you guys want it to be called, we are going to call it. So if it means, as Jay says, call it this fucking bell end. If you all decide that that is the name you want to call it, it will be called this fucking bell end for another year, a whole year. So that's going to be good fun show next week. So we've got that to look forward to. What I'm also going to be doing is a giveaway. So it's not going to be a... I love that one, Duchess. Called a show, I lost the proper calls. And to calls by Scott, and to about four people I lost to. So it's fine. It is what it is. It's always next year. The giveaway is not going to be an Instagram shit. You need to be here next week. And this is courtesy of Phil and Chrissy over at the Vape Hut. This is a TM24. Brand new stainless steel. So that is what the giveaway is going to be, as well as, and I know Dutchess is going to kick off, but it's going to have a set of coils. So whatever coils you want out of my website, you tell me what you want with them, and I can either send it with them or I can install them for you. So that's going to be next week on the show, as well as doing the name giveaway. I'm not going to tell you how we're going to pick it. You're going to need to be there and it's not going to be follow the rule type shit. I'm going to tell you at the beginning of the show, and we are going to go forward. TM24, bro, it's a pro. Yep. So this is what's on offer with a set of coils. So make sure you're there next week to grab your hands on some of them. As well as that, there's another giveaway. We have been given the full line of Black Rose Elixirs Nick Salts. So they will also be in the giveaway to next week. So next week, there's 2 giveaways. As well. The Royal Mail will guarantee you get it by Christmas 2056. That probably is kind of true. But what we're going to say is I got a set of pitchforks for one of those. If you want Royal Mail, I'll foot the bill. For the UK, abroad, I'll go halves with you. If you want DPD, any of that shit, you're going to have to foot the bill, just because DPD is fucking majorly expensive. But that is going to be the giveaway for next week. So that is the Pro Series TM24 stainless steel with a set of coils, as well as a separate one with the Nick Salts. I've been rocking it in this horrendous little Caliburn thing that likes just to light up and vibrate on you, but the flavour of it is great. So make sure you're there for that. So an update regarding my website and my coils. As you know, I've opened up a brand new website. So much easier to use. You can actually go in there and create your own account, and it holds all your payment details. It holds all your orders. So if you order the same thing every time, rather than you having to click on it, you can just go into your account and just reorder straight from there. So cuts down. Then you can keep an eye on what you've purchased, what you liked. There's another function on there that when you buy coils, a couple of days later, you will get an email where you can write a review, attach your install pictures, and they will go directly onto that coil page. I have no what's the word? I don't have a choice. If you put up a bad review, it will go on there. I'm not going to gatekeep any reviews. If there's anyone that puts anything on there that's bad, if you think they're shit, please just write why. And if there's anything that you want me to improve on or anything like that, just put it in there. I just want honest reviews on there. So, yeah, that's a new thing. And also, because of the cost of living and because the government decides to fuck us all massively, I'm lowering my prices. So, aliens will now be £9, not £10. I know it's only £1, but it does make a hell of a lot of difference to you guys. I know, because £10 does seem like a lot of money. I'm happy to take the hit on it just because I want you guys to have good quality coils, and I don't want you guys having to go for rubbish wire or forfeit for something else. So I've decided to lower the prices. So aliens will be everything will be dropping by £1, just so you guys can, if you're struggling, you can afford them. The Royal Mail are being a bit of a pain in the arse, as I know they were saying. You're going to write 1 million bad reviews. We're going to have to order 1 million because you can't write a review until you purchase. So, yeah, I know Royal Mail are being shit at the moment. There's none. If I went with DPD, the shipping would go up to about, I would say, £7-8. That's UK. So it's nearly double to go with DPD. And I don't want you guys having to spend extra. So if you put an order in, I'll have the tracking. You get the tracking. So it's not like it's just somewhere in the ether. You will be able to track it. And I've had a couple that have taken a bit longer. I've lost a few previously. In this strike, I haven't lost any. A lot of it's just been sitting in depots for an extra week, but they will get there. So what's this? What's this? Are you sleepy? Oh, no, you're celebrating. I thought you were sleepy. So yeah, prices are dropped. Wholesale accounts are on there as well. So if you've got any local shops that want to wholesale, fill out the form, and we can get them sorted. That does mean the prices for wholesale will drop. So everything is dropping by the pound. I have a sale on as we speak. That is 15% off. So there's a 15% off sale, and that is a worldwide sale using code Snowflake. So make sure you write Snowflake in the coupon code, and that gets you 15% off your order. All orders are pretty much shipped out within a day or two. I will let you know if they take a bit longer. It all depends because of obviously the snow. I dropped a couple of orders the other day, and most of the cars were going sideways through the snow. So it's all up to what's open, what's not open, but I will get them out to you as quick as possible. So that closes on Christmas Day. So from now until Christmas Day, it's 15% off using the code Snowflake. So we're an hour and 20. I can't believe I thought we was going to be running so much longer with all these. We would have been if we didn't jinx the Google Pixel phone. So just so you know, don't get one of these because they're shockingly bad. And got a couple more updates. I know I said it the last time, but I am working tirelessly behind the scenes. We are updating I'm updating every show. So this show's getting a massive update. Codename Wise getting an update. We're just cleaning stuff up, making things look far more professional. I've actually gone out and bought a proper streaming cam, so we won't run into any of these issues again. You won't have to look at my dodgy curtains anymore because the build stream area where I normally sit, where you see me, is all getting redone as well. So I'm going to have proper lights, proper cameras. I need 20 sets of 10-core stagger fuse Claptons. I'm really sorry I'm not doing that. ask Jay. Jay will do them for you. Or Marie, she'll happily do 10-core stagger fuse Claptons for you. But I'm sorry, I've done 9, and that was far more than I ever wanted to do. Fuck off, Duchess. Yeah, so we're having a major overhaul on everything. Across the Pond is changing. Across the Pond tomorrow is going to be a really interesting show. We've actually got a radio host on. He's just retired. He done sports radio, traffic news, local radio in America. Brian Mulhern. So I don't know if you guys know him, but it's well worth checking out. It's going to be a great episode. But after this week, after the new year, not this week, Across the Pond has actually got now its own YouTube channel because, as you know, we play it fast and loose on here. I throw links up, we throw everything up, and I don't want it to jeopardize any of the other shows because Across the Pond is not a vaping show. It is just a lifestyle show. So that has got its own one. I do not know if Codename Y is going to have its own one yet. We haven't discussed that, but it could be something that we move forward on. I'm definitely putting an order in on Tuesday. Not tried your coils yet. Been using Scott's coils. Yeah, Scott makes some good coils. He's the one who sorted me out with some fuzz. Yeah, Scott's a great dude, and it's great he won the coil EC Click Coil Awards. So he's an absolute legend of a bloke. But yeah, Billy Lee, use that code. Make sure Snowflake and get your orders in, and hopefully you'll enjoy them. Yeah, so everything's been sorted. Next week is the last show, and then I've got 2 weeks off for Christmas, New Year's. No, we haven't discussed because I have only just thought about doing it. So as I said, we will discuss it. If we decide to do one, we'll do one. If not, it will just stay on this channel. I'm happy with whatever. So we'll update you when we can. You just threw me again, Duchess. Fuck's sake! You had one job. Stay quiet. What was it? Yeah. So next week is the last show with the 2 giveaways and the rename of the show. Then we will stop for 2 weeks because Christmas, New Year, and I need to get the laptop refurbished a little bit because it's having an issue. So We will be off for 2 weeks, but then we'll be back. Nice crisp camera, so you'll be able to see my beautiful face more clearly. We'll be doing far more build streams. We'll be doing a lot more other stuff, and it'll be a nice fresh look. So I really hope that you enjoy it and it's something you want. If there's anything particularly you want the show to do, you know where I am. Drop me an email and we'll get it on. I was Vapor of the Year for the 7th time in a row. Yes, you are, Cheech. You are Vapor of the Year. We have a puff. That Lemon Hopes is incredible. Do you know what? Giving that cotton time to saturate, that tire is really good. I don't know what the price point. What have you broken now on your laptop? Well, my fan sounded like a jumbo jet, so God knows what's wrong with it. Yeah, my self-cleaning fan apparently, and you all saw the label that said it was self-cleaning. So yeah, apparently it's a clogged or broken fan that only when it hits a certain temperature. So yeah, it's just going to get fixed. It's under warranty, so they said it'd take anything up to 2 weeks. So that's why I thought, we'll do next week's show, and then I'll get the laptop sent off so we can have everything up and running for the new year. So I just want to say a massive, massive thank you to Pete and Vpon for the Titillator X, and yeah, and for Scott for the fuzz. Make sure that you go subscribe to the FV Vape Show over on the YouTubes. He's got a couple of channels on there. If you're still in here, Pete, chuck all your links in chat so everyone can go follow you. Yeah. So before we finish, we've got a couple more bits to do. But before that, we're just going to have a quick word from our sponsor, Oinky Oinky Squad. That is Oink Squad, formerly Shake and Bake Media. They are a merch shop and everything like that. You can go over there and grab yourself loads of merch. They have also got the Sloan Sour mug. Oh, I don't have it to hand. Hey, can you chuck me the mug that's on the side? So, my lovely wife's going to get me the mug that Anthony Ramella decided to make. And I know quite a few people have gone out and bought it. Somehow we got a picture of me drinking the most sourish drink I can find. So it is now called the Sloan Sour mug. I will pre-warn you, it's from Texas, so it's fucking huge. So you can go get yourself a Sloan Sour mug with the old Across the Pond logo. Go support him. He does merch for Mixing It Up, Friday Fallout, all that shit. So make sure you go show some support to Anthony Ramella because he supports everyone. He done the intro to this show. He's done the intro to Codename Wired. He's done it to Across the Pond. He's done it to Mixing It Up. So make sure you go show him some love. Make sure you go and subscribe to the FV Vape Show channel. If you're watching it on replay, make sure you jump over, go to the chat, and make sure you click on it, go like and subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell. They do some great stuff over there. So big thank you to you. It's a shame you didn't win. You should have won. But we've always got next year. Yeah, mate, throw the links in. If there's any links you want, just throw them into chat. I'm more than happy. It's not an issue. I think you should clip the audio of Nick singing. No, that song gets stuck in my head. Anthony Ramella. Yeah, that's going to get stuck in me now. Yeah, the Mixing It Up shirt is fucking amazing. So make sure you go over there, spend a couple of pennies. This is Dave's Lawyer's link to the new UK DIY reviewer. So make sure you go and give them a subscribe and show some love. What we're going to do now is it's shout out time. So if you haven't seen the show before, this does not have to be vape related. This can be anybody you want. If you think that there's someone that you know that deserves more of a following, that isn't getting the following they deserve, please throw the link into chat. I pick 4 people that I want to shout out each week. So make sure you throw the links in there. And if you're watching it on replay, make sure you go and click on all these links and just show some support to they may be a small company or an up and coming company. Doesn't matter what it is, just throw it in, and we need to show some love. Straight off the bat, every week I always shout out Mr. Mike Haynes for Global Acts of Unity. His charity is absolutely fucking astounding. If you go read his story, it will have you in tears. So massive shout out to Mike Haynes over at Global Acts of Unity. Please, please, please go and show some love to his charity. If you go one day without a coffee, put that money, donate it to the charity. It is well worth it, and you'll be doing a good cause. My second one has to be Pete from FE Vape Show. This guy showed me so much love. He's got a great YouTube. He's just an outstanding bloke. So Mike, Pete, you carry on doing what you're doing and stay being an awesome person that you are. So let me turn this camera off. It keeps fucking beeping in my ear. See how unprofessional this show actually is. So Pete, seriously, carry on doing what you're doing. Don't change. You're an absolute legend of a bloke, and you deserve everything. Chris has just thrown in the links to the Global Acts of Unity. Please, please, please go and go check him out. For mine, we've had loads thrown in here. Duchess has thrown in my wife's YouTube channel. It's Storytime with Ruby Reads. If you've got any little ones, I help her do a little YouTube videos where she reads kids' books. If you want to listen to a proper English accent, go check that out because she has an outstanding voice. GTT Wincam is shouting out Asian Kitten. She is an awesome coil builder. You go follow my wife's YouTube if you like your books. You go follow that Instagram, from Duchess. Shout out to our sponsor Oink Squad, 100%. Exactly. If you want to see our sexy faces on Codename Wired, make sure you set those reminders for Sunday, 10:30 this time, 10:30 English time, 5:30 Eastern Standard on Sunday. Chris is shouting out Mr. Surug. Surug always deserves a shout out. He's an absolutely lovely bloke. Also, we are currently streaming on Twitch as well. So if you want to hit that button, subscribe to the Twitch, only because if I get fucked on this channel, which I will do at some point, it will continue to stream on Twitch. So if this just cuts out and the channel disappears, I'll be over on there. So just a bit of a fail safe. Appreciate you too, FRP. Hope you're doing well. Suicide prevention. Seriously, go and watch that video. It can hit quite close to home. I want to shout out Duchess for his kindness and generosity. Such a warm-hearted hero. He is a bellend as well. So I got to watch the one. I got to watch with one profile and comment with a second because I'm an idiot. Oh, Steve. There you go. There's another link for suicide prevention. So make sure you go check that out. Right, the rest of mine, I'm going to shout out. Who else am I going to shout out? I'm going to shout out chat for being amazing. And if it wasn't for you guys, I'd be sitting here talking to myself, which I do anyway. My last one, I am actually going to shout out Jay, Mr. KVTV, who I also call my Google. Anything that I need, I ask Jay, and he says, "Why don't you ask Google?" Well, because I know Jay's got the answer as well. So a massive shout out to Jay for putting up with me. He's helped me no end through not even the whole vaping side, just the computer side and sorting out this new camera and that. So a massive shout out to Jay KVTV. So make sure you head over to KVTV_online. Ah, you fuck, I just stubbed my toe. Oh, you Yeah, so make sure you go. So it's KVTV underscore online. He does mixing it up over on there. He occasionally does reviews. So make sure you go show him some love and support. Do not type in, I've got hiccups now, KVTV online, because if you do that, you'll go to an Indian funeral site. If you like to watch Indian funerals, then just go and watch it. But make sure it's KVTV underscore online. Exactly, Asian Kitty, pain and blood. I always hurt myself. It wasn't through building. I managed to kick the table. So it is what it is. Well, welcome to the show. I think we are pretty much done. No, one more thing. One more thing. And it is Duchess's favourite part of the show. This is Words of Wisdom. Give me a second. Words of Wisdom. Little book of wisdom by the Dalai Lama. I'm not Buddhist, but he has some interesting shit to say. We're going to flick through and read a random comment. If it helps you in any way, then great. If it helps someone else, great. If it doesn't, well, then it's just you've learned something new. So we're just going to flick through and we are just going to read the first thing that pops up. So we're on page 121. Central to the Buddha teaching is seeing the equality amongst human. Well, fuck me. My dyslexia is really kicking in. Let me start again. Central to the Buddha's teaching is seeing the equality among humanity and the importance of equality of all sentient beings. Whether you are a Buddhist or not, this is something important to know and understand. I like that one. That's quite a good one. So you all are equal. So if that helps you in any way, if that makes you think, then great. If not, great. If it pisses off Duchess, then we fucking won. And he's just dropped words of wisdom. If you want to be a real core builder, don't follow Slow's example. Oh, Duchess. What would we do without you? I love you, Duchess. You do make me laugh. You make my day go. Let's have another puff. And then we're going to have to end this shit. So, final thoughts. The Tita. Really nice flavour. A bit of a shit to build, if I'm honest. It doesn't give you a lot of leeway in the fact of saying something like, I like it going back to the wick, or even the vessel, or yeah, if you look at, let me get it out. If you look at like the vessel and the wicked bridge, you can get slightly bigger cores in. I know the wicked, I can get a 26 alien in there, which is great. But for this, it's very small, so you're probably looking at a 29 gauge alien or smaller, or you probably had to get a smaller like 2-core in there. But it's a great vape. It's a bit of a pain to wick. There's not a lot of stuffing room, should we say. The Titty RBA decent, better flavour than the Truss. Do you know what? I really like the Truss. I know it's weird to say, but I really enjoyed it. But I'm liking this tea. I'm going to carry on using it, and I'm going to use it for the week. And then next week I'll give you any sort of updates on what it is. And Connor's last question is: now that you've used both Cloud9 and Fuzz, which do you prefer, price to performance? Oh, now that is a question. The Fuzz you get more of. The Fuzz, I believe. The Fuzz have I want to say a slightly better taste a slightly cleaner taste to it. Price point exactly the same. So I would say, for generally, if you want more cotton, get some Fuzz. If you're really good at wicking and you've got like minimal wastage, not like my wastage, which is quite a lot at the moment, go for the fuzz. Or 13 feet or Muji. This is a yard. The fuzz, the Cloud9, I'm not sure. I can't remember how long it is, but it's not that long. So I'm still on the fence. I like them both a lot. Yeah, see, Dutch same. There's the only thing we can agree on, Duchess. We both like the truss. So yeah, fuzz. I would suggest going and grab yourself some, even if you keep it as a backup, because there's fuck tons of it, and it's actually really good cotton, and it's got a nice big tin to it. So see if I can open it again. So it's this camera's fucking shit. It's one big roll, as I showed you earlier, and after like wicking two things, there was a dual coil and a single, and that much wastage. There was still fuck tons. I could probably wick 2 more RDAs with that, and that literally was that much, that length cut off that big roll. So there is a fuck ton of cotton, and if you want to sit down and do the old Scottish roll, cut it up, pull it out, that would last you a fucking lifetime, and it's great cotton. So we are now at the end of the show. I am now rambling. We're an hour and 40, so we haven't actually gone long. So it's been an eventful show. Shame about the camera. I shouldn't have said anything and just carried on, and we would have been fine, and we would have got another build in. But I will build that and let you know. I'm a mostly 13 feet guy as well. If you're in groups, yeah, I spoke to you about that. Why do you keep sending me pictures? My wife keeps texting me pictures that keeps popping up on the screen. Yeah, so we're at the end of the show. Thank you so much for everybody for coming. Thank you. I apologize on last week. Next week is the last show. As I said, we're going to be renaming the show. So, guys, have a think. Think of something. We want something fucking funny. If you can find something funny that goes with the show, go for it. You're sending me another one. If you can think of anything, please remember for next week and drop in. Make sure you're here next week as well for the TM Pro series, set of coils, and the line of Nick salts as well. So it's going to be a fun pack. Fucking, I'll keep punching everything. So it's going to be a fun packed show next week. So until the next time, please be nice to each other. And if you can't be good, just be honest. See you later, guys. Bye.